How you folks doing? Jason here with 330 Outdoors, coming to you guys today with another bow review. Today I want to talk to you guys about the 2012 PSE Evo 7. And I'm real excited to talk about this. It's been a long time since I've gotten to get my hands on one of the newer PSE model bows with the X-Force and stuff like that. And so I was real excited to work something out and be able to get one of these brand new bows here into the man cave so we could get you guys a review. So let's get right into it. I just want to talk to you guys real quickly about the overall bow, and then we'll go shoot it and let you guys see it from there. So first and foremost, taking it out of the package, this one here is in skull camo. And if it looks like I have a hard time not wiping the smile off my face, it's because this bow is absolutely beautiful. I know that a lot of guys wouldn't want to characterize their killing machine as beautiful, but this camo pattern that PSE is now doing, it's just flawless. Taking it out, I can see absolutely zero, and I mean zero, finish issues whatsoever. Inside the limb pockets and stuff like that, it's just very, very, very well done. Of course, as you guys can see from some of the pictures that I'm going to show you guys, all of these PSE bows come with America's Best Bowstrings. One of the best bowstring companies in America, obviously. Their reputation speaks for itself. And overall, just my first impressions of the bow, I'm extremely, extremely impressed. It just absolutely screams. To me, when I look at this bow, it just screams it's a killing machine. I mean, it just really does. There's nothing elegant about it, and I really like that. I was a little nervous with the grip. When I first saw it hanging there, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, but putting my hand in it, I love it. As you guys know, most of these bow manufacturers are now going to these Slimline Grips. They've obviously learned and been advised by their top target archers that them Slimline Grips, they reduce hand torque, and of course that leads to more accurate shooting. So it's being incorporated more and more and more with all these new bows, and I'm really starting to like it. The riser is beveled on both sides, so it's not rigid at all. And then they've got these injected molded, I want to say like rubber side grips. This is not the lightest bow on the market, I'll tell you that right now. But I do like it. It's not heavy, but it's you're not looking at light weights like the helium and the carbon element and some of them other ones. Now, to me personally, I like a heavier bow. It holds steadier for me. I like it. Overall impressions of this thing are, I've only shot it a couple times. I threw a ripcord arrow rest on it just for purposes. It is not tuned in any way, shape, or form. This is straight up off the line. It was picked up this morning, and it is straight up off the line. Price tag is still on it. So this is how it gets set up. Now, I will tell you guys that you guys can find these if you live in this local area, or you can give these guys a call at Inside Archery in Walnut Creek, Ohio. They are Northeast Ohio's biggest PSE dealership, and they carry this entire line of bows, and just phenomenal guys over there. Great group of guys to work with. They'll take their time with you. They'll set the bow up for you and how you need it to be set up. But let me talk a little bit about it. It's got the string suppressor that comes with it. I like that string suppressor. It's got different set screw marks here, so you can set the string suppressor to how you like it. The overall graphics of the bow, like I said, this is the skull camo pattern, and I am absolutely in love. It's got the Evo cam on it with it's got the new Posi Lock modular system on it, so you can change draw lengths and experiment with draw lengths on this bow without having to have a bow press. Excuse me. I will tell you one thing though, and that is that I did need a bow press in order to get it from the factory 29 to the 28, just because of where the screws lined up. With the limbs, I couldn't get an Allen wrench in there and get it, so I did need a bow press for that, just to relax it a little bit so that I could get a 1/16 and 1/18 of an inch of rotation in the cam to change the bow or the draw length. It's got 2 draw stops on it. The back wall seems to be very, very solid. like I said, America's Best Bowstrings. You can't get any better than that. And it's got speed knocks on the string. They've got these timing marks. PSE did these timing marks on the cam so that the guy at home that likes to tinker with this stuff, change out his own strings or do whatever, they've got timing marks on the cam, and what that does is that allows you to know when your cams are in time, if your cams are in time, and so forth. So that's a real nice added feature. I like that. Most of the companies are going along with something so you can gauge whether or not your bow is timed in. Something else that is really nice about PSE, and that is they give you a really good starting point for your center shot. And what they did is they put a groove in the bottom of the arrow shelf here. And it's about an 1/8 inch wide, and it runs the entire length of the arrow shelf. And what it does is it gives you your alignment for your center shot for a starting point, as well as right above the burger hole, they've got the exact same thing. So, I mean, and I have found so far that to be, for those marks to be very, very close to what is probably going to shoot bullet holes through paper. Let's go over by the range here and let's shoot this thing and let you guys listen to it yourself. Okay, cover a couple things real quick before I shoot. This bow is 32 1/4 inch axle to axle with a 7-inch brace height, hence the Evo 7. Same bow as last year with the Evo 6, they just increased the brace height by 1 inch. So I personally like the 7-inch brace height over a 6-inch brace height bow. I just don't have the best form, and sometimes I can get a little lazy in the tree stand or in the ground bind, and I could really, I really need that extra inch of forgiveness. This thing is IBO'd at 327 to 335, and I'm sure it's going to get that. We are not going to do IBO speeds. We are not going to chronograph these speeds here at 330 Outdoors anymore. We did a little test with some archery shops in the area, and when we took the exact same setup to each different chronograph, each single one of them read differently. So we're not going to waste our time on that with these videos. Bottom line is, folks, these things are smoking fast. All these new bows, all the bows, out in the industry, they're fast. They kill deer. They kill, whatever you're looking for. So if you guys want chronograph speeds, go to your local pro shop. Test the bow out for yourself and get your own readings of what you like to shoot. So that's what we're going to do. Guys, before I start shooting this thing, I haven't shot all the bows yet this year. There's still a few out there. We've still got a couple coming in. But so far, out of what I've shot this year and done reviews on, this 2012 PSE Evo 7 is the bow of the year. This thing is awesome. This is my favorite bow so far. You guys know PSE doesn't even know we're doing this video. This is just how impressed I am with this bow. This is my favorite bow of the year. I'm going to talk a little bit now about the jaw cycle and let you guys, listen to it for yourself. We're shooting gold tip velocities, and I've just got a ripcord arrow rest here on the thing. Talk a little bit about it. So the jaw force on this thing is nice. And it's at 65 pounds with a 28-inch draw. 64.9 pounds at 28-inch draw. As you can see, it's just smooth. Smooth as butter coming back. Now you're definitely holding more weight than you are with, I would say, the Elite Answer. That one, held like hardly any weight at all. This is only a 75% let off bow. The creep on this bow, there is some creep on this bow, but the wall is solid. And I think a lot of that has to do with the servings of America's Best Bowstrings up there. It's just very, very solid. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this so that I can get this. I hope I get this in the target with no sights on it. Okay, as you can see, the bow just wants to come back to me a very slight bit, but no right to left movement at all after the shot. So I really, really like that. Even the most, even the most remote stabilizer would probably help that a little bit. As far as vibration goes, to be honest with you, I don't feel any, and that's probably because I'm so impressed with everything else, but it's not jumping out at me. So I feel very, very little vibration, and to me the bow is just dead silent. You guys can hear it yourself. The draw cycle reminds me a lot of the Hoyt Spiral X cams. where it's just a smooth draw all the way back, and there's no valley, there's no hump. You don't feel like there's any kind of a, you really don't even feel let off until you're at the wall. There's very, very, very short valley, if any. And the bow just sits so good in my hand. There's just no vibration, guys. There's just, guys and gals, there's just no vibration whatsoever. You're not gonna write a postcard while you're shooting this bow. It's gonna make you stay honest, but I like that in a bow. I don't like a bow that I feel like I can, have a banana while I'm in my tree stand at full draw. This bow is gonna keep you honest. This back wall is just there. There's no cam lean whatsoever that I can see. And this has got to be the quietest bow I've shot all year. Let's get a couple more for you guys. And if you guys are hearing something, it's these arrows slapping that target. Just, I mean, smooth as butter. Absolutely smooth as butter. The bow holds rock solid. I've got no weight out here to stabilize it at all. Just absolutely blown away at the Evo 7 for 2012. The skull camo doesn't hurt, by any means either, but so impressed with the cams and the overall feel of the bow. There's a reason why Pete Shepley is who he is, because he knows how to build bows. So this is my opinion. That's all it is to it. If you guys are in the market for a new PSE bow or in the market for a bow, don't overlook the PSE line. Definitely give them a try. You can just go over and shoot them. Don't take just our word for it. Go shoot these bows. But if you are looking at them, and you're in the area or whatever, you need some help, give those guys over at Inside Archery in Walnut Creek a call. They'll take care of you over there. But guys, just absolutely blown away at this bow. And just couldn't be any happier with it. In my opinion, it's the 2012 bow of the year. And that could change next week, for all I know, with somebody else sending us something. So, listen, we appreciate all your guys' support. We appreciate all the feedback, all the comments, good and bad. We take it all. But listen, find us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, spread the word. As always, shoot straight, hunt hard, God bless, and we'll see you next time.